The bridge of the UNSS Defiance fell silent as the sensor array lit up with contacts. Hundreds of them. Thousands. Capital ships the size of small moons, arranged in perfect geometric formations that stretched across the void like a jeweled tapestry. "Captain Rodriguez," Lieutenant Chen called from his station, voice tight with tension. "We're being hailed. It's on every frequency simultaneously." Captain Maria Rodriguez straightened in her chair, smoothing her uniform. Humanity's first contact with an alien civilization. This was the moment they'd been preparing for since the colony ships left Earth. She nodded. "Put it through." The view screen flickered and a face appeared, or rather what passed for a face. The creature was vaguely reptilian, with iridescent scales that shifted colors and 4 eyes arranged vertically on its elongated skull. It wore what could only be described as ceremonial armor, encrusted with gems and precious metals. "Primitive bipeds," the alien intoned. Its voice translated through their systems with an unsettling metallic echo. "You stand before the infinite reach of the Corthanian Empire. For 3,000 cycles, we have dominated this sector of space. 97 species kneel before our might. You will submit to imperial authority, surrender your vessels, and prepare for subjugation. Resistance is futile. Compliance is mandatory. Glory to the Empire." The transmission cut off. For 3 heartbeats, nobody on the bridge moved. Then someone in the back started giggling. It was Ensign Taylor, the youngest member of the crew. The giggle became a snort, then a full laugh. Within seconds, it spread like wildfire across the bridge. Lieutenant Chen was doubled over his console. The tactical officer was wiping tears from her eyes. Even the normally stoic chief engineer was chuckling into her coffee. Captain Rodriguez tried to maintain composure. She really did. But when she caught sight of her XO's face, red and straining with suppressed laughter, she lost it. Her own laugh burst out loud and unrestrained. "Did he?" She gasped between laughs. "Did he really just say resistance is futile?" With a straight face, Chen wheezed. "And the outfit. Did you see that outfit?" 3,000 cycles, someone else chimed in. "That's what, a Tuesday by geological standards?" The laughter continued for a full minute before Rodriguez managed to compose herself, though her shoulders still shook with residual chuckles. She wiped her eyes and took a deep breath. All right. Everyone calm down." She cleared her throat. "Hail them back." Chen looked up, grinning. "Really, Captain? Really? If we're going to do this, let's do it properly." The view screen activated again. The Corthanian commander looked even more irritated than before, if that was possible. "You dare to—" Yeah, we dare," Rodriguez interrupted, waving her hand dismissively. "Look, I'm sorry about that." "Really, we are. It's just—" "Okay, let me explain something about humans." The alien's eyes narrowed, all 4 of them. "We've been telling ourselves stories about evil galactic empires since before we left our home planet, for literally centuries. We've got entire entertainment industries built around it. Movies, books, games, holovids, you name it. And every single one of those empires says the exact same things you just said, word for word. The monologues, the posturing, the resistance is futile bit, it's all very," she gestured vaguely, "derivative." "Derivative?" The alien's voice rose an octave. "We are the Corthanian Empire. We have crushed 97 species, yes, you mentioned that." Rodriguez leaned forward. "Here's the thing, though. Those 97 species? They probably didn't have a concept of the evil galactic empire trope. They weren't ready for it. They didn't spend thousands of hours consuming media about plucky rebels overthrowing space fascists. We did." She stood up, walking closer to the view screen. "Every human child grows up watching stories about empires like yours getting beaten by scrappy underdogs. We romanticize it. We dream about it. Some of us became soldiers specifically hoping for a scenario like this. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're not our nightmare, you're our fantasy," the Corthanian commander sputtered. You mock the Empire? Will what? Blow up our planet? Enslave our people? Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. We've been genociding ourselves for millennia. We've faced nuclear annihilation, climate collapse, asteroid impacts, and we're still here. We're like cosmic cockroaches, except we figured out faster than light travel out of sheer spite." Rodriguez smiled, and there wasn't an ounce of humor in it. "Here's what's going to happen. We're going to decline your generous offer of subjugation. We're going to continue on our way. And if you try to stop us, you're going to discover that humans are really, really good at 2 things: adaptating and killing. We've been perfecting both for our entire existence. This is your final warning, the alien began. No, Rodriguez cut him off. This is yours. Leave us alone. Trust me. You don't want humanity as an enemy. We hold grudges that last generations. We'll turn your greatest strengths against you. We'll learn your technology and improve it. We'll find your weaknesses and exploit them. And we'll do it all while cracking jokes and eating snacks. She sat back down. So really, for your own sake, just let us pass. Consider it a professional courtesy from one spacefaring species to another. The Corthanian's scales had shifted to a dark purple, anger, perhaps, or fear. His mandibles clicked rapidly. The Empire does not negotiate with, "Yeah, I'm getting bored now." Rodriguez nodded to Chen. "Lieutenant, plot a course straight through their formation. Let's see if they're as committed to this as they claim." "Aye, Captain." Course plotted. The Defiance accelerated, heading directly toward the massive fleet. On the view screen, they could see the Corthanian commander gesticulating wildly, his voice rising in pitch. The alien ships didn't move. They parted like water, creating a corridor through their formation. As the human ship passed through, Rodriguez allowed herself a small smile. "Helm, take us through. And someone get that Ensign Taylor a commendation." Sometimes a good laugh is exactly what you need before making history. Behind them, the infinite reach of the Corthanian Empire watched in stunned silence as the human vessel disappeared into the void, leaving nothing but the echo of their audacity. On 97 worlds, subject species would later hear whispers of the species that laughed at the Empire, and for the first time in 3,000 cycles, they began to wonder if submission was truly inevitable. The humans, meanwhile, were already planning their next move, arguing about what to name their growing fleet, and betting on how long it would take before the Empire tried something stupid. Some things, it seemed, were universal constants: the speed of light, the heat death of the universe, and humanity's absolute inability to take threats seriously until the shooting started, and sometimes not even then.